So the third time I got suspended in the eighth grade, it wasn't my fault because my First Amendment rights have been violated. See, I was the editor-in-chief of the Papoose. That was our newsletter for the middle school. And in my editorial, I've been writing some gossip and some drama because you got to find a way to spice it up because you want people to read it. Well, we had a girl in the eighth grade that was going out with a high school student, and I noticed she had a hickey and she was wearing these turtlenecks every day. So I said, looks like she's going to be wearing the turtlenecks all throughout the winter, but I put her name in the article. And so the vice principal, Mr. Tunstall, calls me in. He's like, Ron, you can't do that. You're stirring up drama. I said, I'm not stirring up drama. The drama is the drama. I'm just an innocent bystander. And he said, but no, you're in it because you are perpetuating it. You're telling people about it. I said, it's my First Amendment rights. He said, well, not for middle school. I said, no, First Amendment rights are First Amendment rights. He said, Ronnie, if you do it again, you can't be editor. So, of course, I did it again. He calls me in. He says, you can no longer be editor of the Papoose. I was devastated, heartbroken. I said, I know what I'm going to do. So I wrote my own newsletter, put all the drama in it, all the gossip. And told my mama, I said, Mama, you got to take me to the Shell gas station tomorrow morning because I got to print something off for the school project. So she takes me to the Shell gas station. I used all my change. Then I got some quarters out of my dad's jar. Y'all know what, in the 80s we used to do that. And then I printed off all these copies. I passed out my own Papoose all over the school. Well, I get called back into the vice principal's office, and Mr. Tunks was like, Ron, I can't believe you did this. I told you couldn't do this. I said, no, you didn't. You told me I couldn't be editor of that newspaper. I'm in my own newspaper. It's freedom of speech. And so he goes on. He's trying to explain to me why what I did was wrong. And then he goes, you know what, Ron? I'm going to have to suspend you. Not because of what you did, but because of your face. And I'm like, my face? Because when I was younger, I used to be really dramatic. And like you could read on my face what I was thinking. And I was like, is that my face? He says, yes, your face. Your face is being disrespectful. I said, how's my face being disrespectful? So I got suspended. But that moment has helped me because then, as I become a teacher for the last 32 years, when these kids are disrespectful with their face, I'd be like, fix your face, fix your face. And they'll be like, what do you mean my face? And I said, I know exactly how to explain to you and show you what you're doing because I used to do the same thing. So sometimes when we get in trouble as kids, it helps us deal with kids who are trouble when we're older. So, but that one wasn't my fault. The third time was really not my fault because that was First Amendment rights and they had been violated.